Tax Minute. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on how to stay out of tax trouble. Let's jump right in. Today's topic is CPAs in tax practice. What's new? It turns out that there are new professional standards issued by the AICPA, which are adopted by and promoted by the state boards of accountancy, and they govern the practice of all certified professional accountants practicing in tax. And first of all, let me pause to say, not all CPAs practice tax. I know plenty of CPAs that hire someone even to do their own tax return. But among those CPAs that do practice tax, and I'm one of them, some of us stay in the field and get additional education, whether outside of accounting, perhaps a law degree in tax law, as I did, or enrolled agent designation or other specialization specifically to practice in tax. And so this most certainly and directly affects us. So the standards, there's have always been standards, they've been streamlined, codified, and boiled down, refined really. And there are a few things that are new worth mentioning. One of them is a new standard on data protection. And no surprise with everything we read about data breaches. But the point is, I have to meet a specific standard. And if I can't do that, I have to discuss that this is not a standard tax engagement. I already have one business client where I cannot possibly meet standards for data protection. And so it doesn't mean that I have to walk away and turn away as tell them tough beans, I can't do your tax return, but it does mean that we have to disclose and plan and talk about this not being a standard tax engagement. And I'm, glancing down because I'm glancing at my notes and an article. There are a number of provisions that have to be in compliance-wise to allow a CPA to sign a tax return. And I think that point is hammered out more clearly in the new standards than they used to be in the old standards. Another area that's changing is dealing with change itself. By the time that we often make a joke about whatever I told you last year doesn't apply anymore. So that we have to deal with constant change, and we do have to tell clients that what was in place might not be applicable to now. There's new case law, new laws, new regulations, and we constantly have to be ready to adopt and basically just disclose that things are constantly changing. And finally, representation. One area of tax practice is representation, not doing the returns, but representing a client as a legal matter before a tax authority. And I used to take the position that a competent individual business owner paired with a competent CPA in tax practice ought to be able to navigate the complexities of a tax dispute. But we find that's no longer the case, and the new standards for CPA practice actually require specialization and expertise in that subject matter of representation or with that tax authority. So that came as a bit of a surprise, but it's a good thing for consumers. If you have any questions, feedback, thoughts, or comments, I'd love to hear. I'm easy to reach on social media or schedule a one-on-one at taxproblems.cpa. I'll be back tomorrow with another Tax Minute.